As I start recording this video, I hope I can also upload it today as many Indian women are celebrating Karwa Chauth and I would like to dedicate it to them. But let's see how it goes. So, I'm Sangeeta Venkatesh and a very warm namaste. And if you're new to this channel is about travel, temples, rituals, cultures, and spirituality. And if these topics interest you, do sub below. So, Karwa Chauth is being celebrated across the country, and my warmest greetings to those who are celebrating it. So, like many festivals in India, Karwa Chauth is based on the Lunisolar calendar, which is based on the astronomical positions of planets, especially position of the moon. And this is used as a marker to calculate important dates. So, this festival falls on the fourth day after the full moon in the Hindu month of Kartik. Most of North India celebrates the festival and it involves fasting from sunrise to moonrise by married women. While the Hindi film industry has glamorized and sometimes perhaps even caricatured the festival, it is interesting to know the true beginnings. So, Indian festivals have their origins from mythology, and seasons play a big part too. And so it is with Karwa Chauth too. The origins are from northwestern India, but thanks to the advent of films and television, this festival has taken over world stage. I had a conversation, and perhaps I was introduced to it by my friend Dr. Kavita Lohia Bajpai, an eminent educationist who has been celebrating this day with close friends for many years. And so during our conversation, I got to know some not so well-known facts, and also I did my own research regarding this day, and this is what I want to share with you all in this video. So it appears that the festival had its beginnings when girls who were barely in their teens were sent off to another town or village, and they felt as if they were they were with strangers. So at that tender age, if there was ever a need to share anything, there was no confidant where she could share her problems. Moreover, these were times when there was no telecommunications either. With the parents and relatives living far away, this was proving to be a challenge to newlywed girls. Hence, the custom started that when a bride would reach her in laws, she would befriend another woman who would be her Kangan Saheli or sister or Dharam Behin for life. Their friendship would be sanctified through a small Hindu ceremony during the wedding. The bride's friend would usually be of the same age or slightly older and also married into the same village. She would also not be directly related to the bride's in laws, which made sure that there was no conflict of interest later. So, this tradition evolved for the emotional and psychological well being of the bride, that she could talk to someone other than the family she was married into. So, this tradition would go a long way in seeking help if there was any issue within the marriage or with the in laws. Moreover, the bride's parents would treat her friend just like their own daughter. Thus, Karwa Chauth started as a festival to celebrate the special bond of friendship between the brides and their Kangan Sahelis. The practice of praying and fasting for the husband came much later, as the Kangan Sahelis decided to celebrate their marriage and the well being of their husbands together through fasting and prayer on this day. A few days before Karwa Chauth, married women would buy new karwas or spherical clay pots and paint them on the outside with beautiful designs. Inside, they would put bangles and ribbons, homemade sweets, and cosmetics and clothes. So the women would then visit each other in their finery. And what was the finery all about? They would deck themselves in Solah Shringar, which is, 16 bridal adornments, on the day of Karwa Chauth. And these 16 bridal adornments are those involved in the beautification of a bride from head to toe at the time of a wedding. So, what are the 16? 1. The bindi or the dot in the center of the forehead. Sindoor, the vermilion which is put on the parting of the hair. Maang Tikka, a jewel that adorns the center of the forehead. Kajal, which is the kohl which is applied in the eyes. Nath, that is the nose ring. Har, which is necklace. Karnaful, which are earrings. Mehendi, which is henna on the both on the feet and the hands. Churia, that is the bangles. Arsi, or hathpu, which are another accessories for the hands. Then other hair accessories, which is known as Keshpa's Archan. I hope I got it right. Kamarband, which is the waist accessories. Payal, which is the anklets. Bichua, which is toe rings. Ittar, that is perfume. And Shadika Joda, which is the bridal dress. So, what would they do, the Kangan Sahelis? After the pre-dawn meal, after they got up and before sunrise, they would have a pre-dawn meal, and women would take part in the spiritual activities, and later in the evening perform the puja before sighting the moon. Subsequently, after seeing this moon through the sea and then catching a glimpse of their husband through it, women broke their fast. Usually, the husband helps his wife break her fast by giving her a glass of water. Since the day falls soon after harvest, it is an excellent time to celebrate and meet one another and exchange gifts. During Karwa Chauth, parents would also send gifts, which included grains, food items, and new clothes, to their married daughters and their children. All in all, quite obviously, Karwa Chauth is a day to celebrate sisterhood. I leave you with a beautiful Hindi poem penned by Mrs. Sindhu describing the day, where she describes the moon being jealous of the beautiful ladies in their Solah Shringar and enjoying their sisterhood. Despite having her own radiance, the poetess urges the moon not to be jealous and hide behind the clouds. She tells the moon that while the ladies do love their husbands over anyone else, they still look at you first before breaking their fast. So come out fast and bless them so they live together with their spouse happily for a long, long time. And there is a second poem too by Mrs. Aparna Ghosh, dedicated to her spouse and the feelings that she has for him. Love is indeed in the air. And if you like this video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up and share it with friends and families in India and abroad. Enjoy the two poems. Namaste.
चांद आसमान से देख आज जल तो ज़रूर रहा होगा, सोलह श्रृंगार कर सजी मेरी सखियों को देख आज मचल तो ज़रूर रहा होगा। अपने पर लगे काले दाग से वो खूबसूरत लगता ज़रूर होगा, पर एक सुहागन के हाथों की मेहंदी की लाली का रंग उस पर भारी तो ज़रूर पड़ता होगा। बेशक अपनी चांदनी की चमक में वो इतराता होगा, मगर अपने साजन के प्यार के रंगों से चमकती एक सजनी के नूर से फीका तो ज़रूर पड़ता होगा। ए चाँद, न जल तू इन सौभाग्यवतियों से, न सता तो यूं छुप छुप के, होंगी वो अपने साजन की सजनी, पर दीदार तो पहले तुम्हारा ही करती है सभी। दे आशीर्वाद कि सदा सुहागन रहे ये, और साथ हो वही सजना जन्मों जन्म के लिए। हैप्पी करवा चौथ ऑल यू लवली लेडीज़, सदा सुहागन।
तेरी जुस्तजू ने जैसे सवारा है हमको, तेरी बेरुखी ने फिर बेजार किया है। तुम हंस दिए तो खिल गई मेरी दुनिया, तुम हंस दिए तो खिल गई मेरी दुनिया, तुम्हारी चुप्पी ने दिल पर वार किया है। हमने भी चांद का इंतज़ार किया है, तेरे दीदार को दिन से रात किया है। ख्वाहिशें जो थी बेमानी से पहले, ख्वाहिशें जो थी बेमानी सी पहले, तेरी मोहब्बत ने उन्हें दरकार किया है। हमने भी चाँद का इंतज़ार किया है, तेरे दीदार को दिन से रात किया है।